Joined then with first manager Chris Search, previewing another National League South game, this time as we head south of the river to visit Ebbsfleet United. Searchy, firstly, training with the lads last night, obviously building off of a 2-1 victory over Daggers as well in the Essex Senior Cup. How was this week?
True. I wasn't there last night, unfortunately. I had a prior arrangement, a bit of a Christmas family Christmas thing, so I couldn't get the training. But spoke to Danny and Shippo, and it was all good last night. So, which we would expect after a great result on Tuesday. So, they were in good spirits, the boys. Looking forward to Saturday, mate.
Obviously, before we move on to Saturday, we'll talk about a couple of things over the last couple of games, and mainly that of the two Cambridge loanees, Simpson and Mams. How impressed have you been with those two? Obviously, we know Simper from last season, how good he can be, but I've heard somebody describe Mams as a Rolls-Royce player. Yeah, no,
Mams is, they've both been superb, mate. Yeah, obviously Simps is a bit of a known quantity. Mams, not so much, very much unknown young lad, but, made his debut against Braintree. Obviously the way they play was a bit of a baptism of fire, very direct and long balls. So Mams was thrown straight in there and was brilliant. Had a fantastic game. Unlucky with a set piece, hit the post from a header from a corner. Carried that momentum into the game Tuesday and was brilliant and got his goal. He scored from a corner. Good header, attacked the ball, and for a lad of his age, he's doing brilliantly. Simps settled in great as you'd expect. Back to the club. He knows the club. He's there to get his minutes. We understand the process for Simps. He needs to get his football. So, really happy with both of them. To come in and work alongside Cambridge, and have been great to us. Long may that continue.
Obviously, you touched on Cambridge there. Is that something you're trying to maybe push on? Is forming those relationships with the league clubs? Obviously, we formed that relationship with Cambridge before.
Yeah, I think if we can get relationships, it makes things a lot easier. We've got a good one with Watford now with Graham Stack. We obviously now trying to establish one with Cambridge, and the more friends you got around in the world, the better. So hopefully it's something we can develop and push, we can sort of work in tandem. It's good for them their boys to get out and get exposure at a good level, and for their boys to develop. And it's obviously good for us that we get to use their assets.
Obviously, then moving on to this weekend, and I suppose it's, if we look at it, it's a win and a draw in our last two, and two fairly decent results, in my opinion. Is that something then we're looking to build as we head down to Kent?
100%, mate. Yeah, we really want to start sort of trying to kick on now over this Christmas period. Massive game Saturday, then obviously a big game at home on Tuesday against St Albans, and then into the Christmas period. But if we can come away with something on Saturday, it will really put us in good stead for the Christmas period, and really put down another marker as to what Concord are and what we can expect. The club and the team's doing fantastic at the moment. On the pitch, the boys are performing. Of course, where we're such a young group, we're going to have our ups and our downs, but not making excuses. They stand there to be counted, and in all honesty, they performed brilliantly over the season so far.
Moving on to tomorrow, what are you expecting Ebbsfleet to bring to the game?
Total football, mate. If I'm honest, I think I think that's what we expect. We've got our spies, if you like. We've just got our research. We expect them to be looking to dominate possession of the ball. Looking to keep it on the deck. Total contradiction to the game last week, where most things are in the air. So we're looking forward to it, mate. I think we, against the better footballing sides, I think we hopefully will be able to play better ourselves. If it's a game of passing, then we'll certainly try and go toe to toe on that front, and try and get the ball down and try and stamp our own authority on it as well. So we're looking forward to it, and as I say, I expect them to really be zinging it about. Haighy's telling us how they love to pass it and whatever else. So it'll be good.
Don't be a minute. I like it. Obviously, does that you say suit the way we play? I mean, we're quite quick when it comes to counter attacks. You've got the likes of Lambs, and obviously Ben Allen has started to get back into some fitness. Niggle. Is that something we can look to exploit tomorrow if we're not going to have the goals?
I think that's that could be how we look to go. I mean, we are dangerous on the counter. We've got pace in them, as you mentioned, a couple of players there. We've got pace up front, so it's something that we will look to use. But I think also we can build. When we've built goals and we've looked to keep possession ourselves, we've certainly looked dangerous. So it's not a case of us just going there to bank in and hit on the counter. I think we're more than capable of standing toe to toe with them and trying to stamp our authority on it with good football.
Obviously, quickly before we end, as you've touched on already, is obviously Haigh, someone that a lot of people at Concord, including myself and yourself, absolutely love as a man, as a player.
Yeah.
How excited are you to see him, and I suppose how pleased are you for him that he's getting, a form of full-time football and starting as well for us?
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, Haig's, as you said, top guy. We've got a lot of time for Haigh. He's really, really, really one of the good guys in football. I think. Obviously, before the Wembley, he had quite a tough run up to the Wembley game. Maybe his form had dropped a little bit, but he bounced back with a vengeance for the final. And as you say, he got his move into full-time football, or perceived full-time football, if you like, with Ebbsfleet. And that's what Haigh was craving. It's what he wanted, and it's good luck to him to go and actually get that. Obviously, I think he started off a little bit. He started off outside of the starting 11, but he seemed to have worked his way in, as you would expect with Haigh. He's not one to shy away from working hard and sort of putting himself about to make sure he gives himself the best opportunity. So, yeah, no, I'm glad for Haigh. Hopefully, obviously, he has a stinker tomorrow. But yeah, I'm glad he's doing. I'm glad he's doing well.
I know you two talk quite often. Is there been any psychological games from you trying to get in his head ahead of tomorrow afternoon?
No, he's at the boys at the moment, talking about formations and who's playing well, and Haigh's trying to get all the bits he can. So I'll make the boys know. The boys know to make sure they don't give him too much, So we're going to line up with a 6 across the back tomorrow, and No, Haig's he's fishing, but yeah, it'll be a good to see him tomorrow, and hopefully we'll put a good show on for the watching supporters.
Searching, we'll leave it at that, because I'm sure you're busy, and I actually for once haven't got anything to get off to, but I'm quite tired, so we'll leave it there.
Thanks, Kian.
Thank you, mate.
Bye, mate.